WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I'm in Ireland. Dingle, Founding Fathers, Sod'em and Begorragh, exclusive Celtic Whiskey Shop edition. Sherry cask number 279. Interesting enough, it says Sherry Oloroso cask. 291 bottles, 150 euros, only available, as I said, with a Celtic Whiskey Shop, online or in person. And this is whiskey base number 145820. All right, so I bought this bottle when I was in Dublin in November. I also bought this bottle online about a year ago. This is the Austrian edition of Dingle. This is Brianna's Choice. This is cask number 68 with 57.3%. And it says only sherry cask, which is very interesting because this says Oloroso Sherry Cask on it. All right, so we're going to pour a little bit as well and compare the two of them. The color of the two are very, very similar, by the way. I can hardly tell a difference at all between the hues here. Let's just call them identical. This was and is so far my favorite sherry cask bottling from Dingle Founding Fathers. I think there was a perfect match. Now, I've tried this in German, and I now know there's a new king of the hill over here, so they did a great job of this. I did not like the bourbon barrel from Sode'em and Begorragh, way over oaked, a little bit too dark, and so on, a little bit old, but they did a perfect, excellent job on the sherry. Now, to be very, very honest, I think a lot of it is luck. A lot of these people really don't have the experience they need to have the right time and choose the right barrels and to pick the exact moment where it's best to actually bottle this. Now, I own at the moment 8, I think, different casks in Germany and in Ireland. And I'm just beginning. So I would say after I've had about 30 to 50 different casks that I have actually bottled myself, I can say, oh, now I know more or less what I'm doing. So there's a fairly strong learning curve here, and we don't have the opportunity to do 30, 50 different barrel picks and actually to do the whole process. In the States, you get the chance sometimes, if you're lucky enough, to go for a barrel pick, and you have a choice between 5 different barrels. I own the barrel I picked from the very beginning, and I choose the cask. Do I want a bourbon? Do I want a first fill? Do second fill? Do I want a sherry? Do I want a port? Do I want maybe a Madeira? Do I want something else? Do I want to finish it? When do I want to fill it? When do I want to bottle it? Do I want to wait another year, half of a year? A lot can happen in that half of a year with the taste and the change in the taste there. There's a lot of factors that really contribute to this. And a lot of it at the beginning is just a guessing game. So the barrel I just bought from Dublin Liberties, they said 10 years or longer. And it's like, I don't want to wait 10 years for my whiskey. I think you can do this in 7. And the other place was like 5 years. And if you want to pay more, you can pay more for longer. It's like, well, I don't think 5 years is enough. I think I'm going to need 8 years for this one. And it's just one of those things that you need to figure out. And I'm in the process of doing that, which is very exciting. And they did a good job here. Let's nose them. Oh, Oloroso Sherry extract. Very, very strong. More of a brown sugar moment in there as well. Now, I don't know why they didn't put Oloroso Sherry on this. It smells like an Oloroso Sherry, but it might have been a little bit of a different sherry cask as well, because you could pick them, choose them, and also, or they were chosen for you in some cases. So, as I said, this is 60. Online it says 60%, but my bottle says 60.1. And so I'm a little bit confused there. Here we have 57.3. Over here we have the 59.8, all handwritten, by the way. And down here, the other bottle was 59.9. So it's always a point and so on. So I think this is actually 60.1. This is, as I mentioned before, 57.3. I think this is a tad bit older than this. All right, I think that's going to make a difference here as well. All right, Sode'em Begorragh was named after the band, after their album. Is a Celtic punk rock band from England. All right. I mentioned that on my bourbon video as well. All right, let's try it. Mmm. 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 Well done. The sherry is integrated. The wood is there. The alcohol is very light at the end. There's a sweetness. And there's a tiny little bit of the Hawaiian punch tropical fruits in the background trying to come through. Now what they did is they over-dominated the entire distillery character here with the sherry cask. It's a sherry bomb. What do you expect? Wow, that's good. It's a B minus good. Why? Why haven't you bought it? A. B. Buy it. C. You can buy it if you want to. D. You don't need to buy it. And F. Why was it even made? Now, this is actually a recommendation to buy. This was my favorite up to this moment. Oh, cleanse the palate. Three things are different. One, it's a tad bit sweeter. Two, I get a squeaky feeling on my teeth, this astringence. And three, the alcohol is hotter. And I believe that this is therefore a younger whiskey. And the finish is not as round, as cohesive, as coherent, let's use that word instead, as over here. This is actually an excellent whiskey. I might have to bump it up to actually a B. Now, I do have a problem with the price. As I said, I have a couple barrels laying around, and I know what the price of that bottle should be, at least for me, in the as a retailer. I'm going to pay less than 50 euros for this bottle. And so they're selling it for 150. So actually, it's a 200% price hike. Are we greedy? Yes. Are people paying it? More or less. So why not? All right. The secondary prices for this is actually 250 to 300. So I understand why they did it. If you want a great Oloroso Sherry bomb from Dingle, this is the bottle you want. And it's still available. This is not. This was sold out very, very quickly. And this is still available. And this is the problem. Value for money. I'm going to give it a... Nice. I'm going to give it a C minus. I think I gave it a D plus in my German video. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to just add a few drops of water. It gets a little bit more alcoholic. But what you can do, if the 60.1% are a bit too much for you, is you can actually dilute it down to about 48%. And it almost stays the same. The concentration of flavors is so enormous that you can actually here dilute it down. Great sherry, a little bit less of fruity, a little bit more woody now. It gets the sweetness from that over here. A little bit more of astringency, a little bit more of a wood moment. But the alcohol and the sweetness is great. I prefer it pure, but you can dilute it down and still enjoy it in its thickness, sweetness, and its savoriness. That's a very good whiskey. All right. B minus, buy. Value for money, C minus. If you want to, if you have the bucks, go for it. My only request would be open it up. Yeah, do not flip it, do not trade it, do not do anything like that. This is a whiskey to be savored. This is a good, good, good Irish whiskey that's out there. And thank you very much, Dingle, for allowing these founding fathers, these 500 pioneers with you to go around. And in this thing, it says, no doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead. Founding fathers are one of these few. These founding fathers invested in a people, a place, and a distillery. Through their shared vision with a Dingle Whiskey Distillery, founding fathers, or forefathers, something special has been created. Sláinte. And I do agree in this case. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell others if you'd like. Please share this video with other Irish whiskey lovers or Dingle whiskey lovers. So many people are collecting Dingle and not opening them up. As you see, all of my bottles are opened. Thank you very much. Question of the day, what is your favorite Dingle whiskey? Second question of the day, if you can't answer that, what is your favorite cask strength sherry matured whiskey? I'm sure there's one out there. All the best, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. If you need to contact me, whiskyjason@gmail.com. Thank you very much. All the best. Bye-bye.